I have one more. It doesn't have a title, and I know how to read. So, here we go. To the boys who beat me up in the men's public restroom. I didn't know your names until I heard adults yelling them above my head, until my hands were shaking too much to hit you back. It is hard for me to recall what the three of you said to me that day through all that pushing, all that hard concrete floor, all that shouting, but this isn't a revenge poem. This poem is not going to bite. This poem is not going to take away your lunch money. You may have spent those 8 minutes pounding the word woman into my sides, but I promise you, I am man enough to forgive. Before this encounter with 3 teenage boys who did not even give me enough time to run before grabbing me, I believed this to be nothing more than a candle's last flicker. In those moments, you were all skyscrapers, and I was merely a 2-bedroom apartment whose tenant never paid rent on time, whose pipes were always leaking. What I needed was a TV remote. Pause, play, pause, rewind, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, but life is not a pre-recorded television show. You can't just skip past the commercials and parts I do not like. I hadn't thought anyone was in the bathroom. I thought I'd go in, be able to cry, and leave without a trace. Instead, I am facing 3 angry southern draws that I am unsure our high school's fire extinguisher could put out on its own. My friends keep asking me why I didn't cry, why I didn't shout for help, why I can't seem to get out of the bed in the morning. The truth is, my bed has become this black hole that I cannot bring myself to crawl out of, and tears are a confirmation that they were right? Boys don't cry, do they? Boys use the boys' restroom at school, don't they? The only thing I am sorry for is the search party my family had to send out to find my voice after it was so viciously yanked from my throat. The only good I can take from this is if you really saw me as female, you wouldn't have put your hands on me. At least one part of you sees one part of me as... My rib cage was in agony. I returned home with bloody lip, bruised sides, black eye, a disappointed look from my mother. This can't be what you wanted, she said. You can't tell me the doctors were wrong that first day I held you. You don't tell me those pink balloons and princess birthday parties were for nothing. Do not sit there and tell me this is how you envision your life. Do not sit there and tell me God made a mistake. He makes no mistakes. To the boys who beat me up in the men's public restroom, I nearly turned this skin into my own coffin. My stomach was nearly my tombstone. God and I have made amends. We have forgiven each other, and I have forgiven you. April 13th, a Wednesday, doctor visit, shaking heads all around, but never at you. I didn't know who you were until the principal dismissed you all back to class, until he explained to me that this was a misunderstanding, that I asked for this, that I should have known what was waiting for me on the other side of a bathroom door. I know he did not say this, but he meant to tell me I could have hit back. Transgender is still a term foreign to places like Eastern Kentucky. It is still foreign to me too. The rules, concepts, laws behind our freedom, it is something I cannot quite wrap my head around. But what I do know is that I am a boy. You are boys. We are boys who just want to be boys, who just want a place to feel valid enough to exist in. It's okay. My poetry can turn you into anything I want you to be. It could turn you into some boys who made a mistake. It could turn me into a man. I just wish it could have done it then.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dylan Scott! Rowan County High, is that right, or Morehead? Rowan County, awesome. Give it up for Dylan. You're welcome.